I wish my memory wasn't so terrible because I've seen Eurotrash a lot and I've seen Destroyer also.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But I've
you
been
know,
casting a game every week for the past like year and a half, so I do not remember every team.
it's too much
You know
StarCraft.
what? We have not seen a Zerg yet. This is the first time for Battle of the Americas.
Oh my god, yeah. Where are the Zergs? We've been unlucky. We haven't.
Yeah, we just haven't. I guess the way the bracket's set up, the bracket's set up, we can't get a ZVZ till the finals. Which I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it is interesting, and I like when things are switched up. So it's good to have a nice change up here. Speaking of change up, we're going full NA here, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Nightshade LE. It is the player without a team. We don't know much about him, but we know he's pretty damn good to make it this far. It is imeurotrash.
And in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the other American player representing Alpha X. It is Vindicta.
This is why I cast NA versus NA.
Yeah, we don't have too much of NA versus NA in Battle of the Americas in general. Not only that, NA versus NA and a TvT. It's
Yeah, it's been a weird day.
I think this is the first time this has ever happened.
Oh yeah, NA TvT.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. What was the first NA? Nope, that was LatAm versus regular AM.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we do have imeurotrash scouting out here with his SCV, looking for a proxy, making sure Vindicta doesn't do anything too cheeky, which I appreciate.
I recall Eurotrash being very cheeky.
He sounds like a cheesy player. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to judge based on
I don't want
names.
to judge by the cover of a book, but that's one cheesy looking cover.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
it always throws me off when you're in the ladder and their name is like Cheese or Proxy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen someone named Proxy Barracks or like the Cheese Fairy or something like that. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go pool first.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So this time I do have a little bit to speak about because there are differences in these builds as opposed to the first TvT that we casted today, where both players went gas first. This time, imeurotrash.
I told you Eurotrash is weird.
Yeah,
told you he's cheeky.
He went for a later gas, which means that, as we were talking about before, Vindicta has the higher Reaper count. He's going Reapers and Hellions. Meanwhile, imeurotrash went for Marines instead, and he's going for a Cyclone instead of like the usual Reaper Hellion. And that means that you can't be too aggressive, otherwise these two Reapers are just gonna kill the first one, and oh my god, the Reapers are already here. The Cyclone isn't even done yet.
If you can buy time till the Cyclone is done, that'll definitely shut all of this down. Ooh, this is kind of scary though.
It is already. The first Reaper is going down. Now there's just one Marine. The Marine goes down.
You can't stop the Cyclone though. Cyclone's out right now. Ooh. And this should all get pushed back. Cyclones are actually really good defensively against anything in the early stages.
Exactly, and you know,
as long as you're not getting proxied.
Yeah, and like this does vision. He does lose vision. It does cancel out the lock on, but oh, he's actually going around.
Ooh, he busted a U-turn.
Yeah, yeah, he's being sneaky. Oh, this could be dangerous, especially if he dives in.
I just pictured the Hellions having a GPS in them while they're getting shot. It's like, ahead, turn left. Like, I can't, there's lings in the way. Okay, so he snuck in with this. He's going to get some scouting off, but I actually like this. Eurotrash is like game number 1 that we're watching. He went for a weird build. He defended fairly well. He didn't lose much, and he looks like he's going to give Vindicta a run for his money.
Yeah, yeah, pretty solid.
Like you said, they lost. He lost 2-0 to Vindicta last time he played, right?
Yep, yep.
Uh-oh. I blame the French caster.
Darking!
I was like, who would have the worst server of all people?
You're an admin. Why are you in here?
Yeah, I was even in this game. Not that I don't enjoy your company of your ghost being in this match, Darking, but why are you here? And he's host of all things as well, so I don't know what's going on there.
You know, he's just making sure everything runs smoothly and everything's all good.
He's like NA versus NA. I gotta watch this one clip. On cheats. He's definitely gonna get that. He didn't waste a scan if you got to. Ooh, but now he's gonna lose both cyclones. Get a worker too. Slow down that depot there.
Wow.
Pretty good here.
Yeah, I love that. That completely changed what Vindicta was doing. He was researching Cloak actually as that happened, and
he lifted up.
Yeah, he was getting a second Banshee as well. As soon as he lost his first Banshee, he canceled. He lifted up, and he just changed everything that was happening in his main.
Oh man, your trash is good.
Yeah, like just reading that situation, diving in, just completely just throwing a wrench into what Vindicta was planning. And now, you know, he's looking pretty good defensively. He has a tank, he has a Raven for defense as well. So far, Vindicta, he doesn't have anything yet. Like, he doesn't have a Raven, doesn't have Vikings. His air tech was just completely just stopped.
Yeah, and so I'm interested in Vindicta, like, okay, I know how to respond to this, or he's like, oh crap, I gotta switch it up.
We'll see.
I don't know how confident Vindicta is in the switch up. 3 SCVs, what's he gonna build? 2 not reactors. What is it called? Gas geyser thingies? I'm terrible with names.
Refineries.
I really do need to refineries. I really do need to make those flashcards.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people's names. Like in my phone, I have things that remind me of them. Like I'll put like Jeff, concert, like someone I met at a concert, like ticket guy, or you know, just whatever I know people. That's like what I put in my phone. Because I work on concert. Yeah, I work on concerts and stuff, so I'll put like, this is the guy who I gave 10 tickets to this show to. I'm terrible with names.
They end up calling you and you're like, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy. What up, guy?
It's been so long. Yeah, remember that time? Yeah, I remember. What were we even talking? I don't even remember.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody here watching in the chat. Got a decent little viewer count there. People tuning in and out. There's a lot of StarCraft going on, so thank you guys for dedicating your time to watching this. Even if we're not the best casters, these are the best players in America.
Yeah.
Actually, you think we're the best casters in America? Could be. There's not many.
That's a
well, I'm in America. Technically, you're in America virtually for me.
That's a big claim right there. I don't know if I want to take that right now.
I am maybe the 5th best StarCraft caster in America.
I can do it.
I'm pretty sure there's only like 3, right? I can only think of like 3 really good ones off the top of my head.
I mean, there's Fear Dragon, Temper, Nathanius.
That's about it.
Yeah, those are the top 3.
Where's Wardy from? He doesn't live in America.
He's from the UK. He's European.
He's definitely European, but I thought maybe he lived in California.
No.
Yeah, so that kind of leaves no one.
But would you have Vindicta
I'll take
here?
it. I'm 5th best caster in America.
It could be accurate. Would you have Vindicta out here like sieged up outside of the 3rd base? He doesn't have any Ravens, surprisingly, as opposed to the first TvT that we saw, so he won't be able to like pounce into this army really, especially with no air control.
He won't be able to do a thing here at all. Besides not let his opponent expand for a 4th base to that corner.
Yeah, maybe contain
which
a little bit.
I don't think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like he's going for that base quite yet anyways. He has some tech up there in the north. imeurotrash, that is. What is that? Oh, he just has a little depot there for vision.
Oh, and it could work, especially with these liberators looking to get in. Yeah. And the Vikings are already here waiting.
That's so smart. His defense is ridiculous.
Oh, he spots him.
Yep, with that depot. This guy is out of there.
It's out of his mind. Meanwhile,
he's out of his mind. He's playing out of his mind.
He has Thors.
A Thor. Oh my God, that is next level. I mean, it's not next level. Like, it's an obvious play to go, but it's also not obvious.
It's
Oh, but it is scanned.
It's obvious, but it's not obvious. It's crazy, but it's sane as well.
Exactly. It's next level, but it's also a terrible idea.
He has a big brain, but at the same time, it's pretty small. It's
Yeah.
what is happening
He
right
might
now?
win this game, but he might lose.
That's the best casting in NA right there. That's
Yeah.
top five cast for NA.
That's how I get to the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're going full NA TvT. There is Cham versus Paco Mike
What?
update. 1 to 2. No!
What?
Paco Mike took out Cham
What?
in a game in a best of 3.
It didn't even get casted.
No.
No one was even in that
Can we get
series.
a replay? Oh my god. What is going on here? Today was going so good. Today got too weird. Today got 2 NA for me. I'm calling it 2 NA. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, we did have the opportunity to go into the top half of the bracket, but I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
Cham, he's just gonna blaze through it.
He's always in the finals. He's been in the finals the past 10 weeks.
I wanted to give other people in the bracket a chance to shine. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. We should have gone for Cham. We should have seen what happened.
But who expects it? I think Cham always has no replays as well.
Yeah.
Sorry to Vindicta and Eurotrash for not commenting on this amazing play here that Vindicta just completely smashed, catching Eurotrash out, but I cannot believe Cham lost.
Oh my god.
And,
there it is.
And I feel robbed. We waited months for this moment.
We did.
Oh my god. I don't know. I think Vindicta takes it here then. I mean, not here in this series, but the tournament.
It's possible, and we do have Vindicta pushing out. He did catch Eurotrash's army in the middle of the map, completely surrounding it, and it's so hard for Eurotrash because he's going for mech. Like, his units are just so much more expensive to rebuild, and now he's just getting sieged upon. He's trying to find a way to protect his fort, but it looks like it's gonna go down.
I'm a little bit at a loss of words for right now. I don't know what to commentate anymore.
Oh my god, it's just, it's that moment where you get called up and, your dog got run over by a car, and it's just...
That's how I feel. I'm like, wow. And I wasn't even there to say goodbye.
Weren't even there. Oh my god.
I wasn't even there. There's nothing I could have done.
You know what's crazy? This is the first tournament that Exxon decided to sponsor a little bit. They're like, yo,
oh my god, it is.
We're gonna give Cham some money. It's gonna look good for the community because we're giving some more money to this tournament.
God.
But really, we're just giving more money to Cham. But Cham's not even in the finals. He's not even in the semis.
Yeah, I'm gonna message. I don't know. I'm not gonna message Cham, but I need some background information on this. I need to see if there's a replay I can watch in my spare time. Maybe we can watch it on stream after the finals, or I don't know.
I'll ask StarKy about
yeah,
what.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
gotta. At least StarKy can give us the info on what went down.
Yeah.
Like, today's just been a weird. I kind of almost felt it coming, but didn't expect it. I'm like, today's been pretty weird. We've gotten no Zerg.
Yeah.
We're going TvT.
Something's just not right in the air. There's something wrong.
And I saw that game going on, and I was like, that looks like a pretty fun game, but it's usually Cham who wins that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a weird day, and it's okay. It's not a bad day. I'm just saying that because I love Cham and wanted him to, or at least been able to witness him losing. But man, this is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know.
Yeah, and let's not if you're new to this tournament series, Cham has won what is it now? 10, 11 weeks in a row. Like, he's won.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right here.
Almost
so
every
we're at
single
12
tournament
right now. He's won 10 in a row. Number
10.
2 to number 11.
Exactly. And he's only lost a map twice, maybe. Like, Pili Pili's taken a map, Patty Mac's taken a map. To be fair, it's been mainly Protoss that have taken maps, so that could be a tell as to what happened with Paco Mike. But
Man. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that from Paco Mike at all.
Yeah, like he's a good player. Like he's a solid player. He's the best Protoss in Latin America. He's also the only notable Protoss in Latin America. But
looking at the last 11 Battle of the Americas, he's never made it to the finals.
Yeah.
So, oh man. I mean, I could speculate all day, but I think maybe it was a bad day for Cham. A couple weird builds from the Protoss. Protoss is a race as a Zerg. I feel like if you don't read it perfectly and react perfectly, you lose.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess that's kind of obvious, but like if you make one too many roaches or three too many drones or one queen instead of an extra roach, you can lose the entire game.
It's
I bet he lost like an adept, all in, resonating glaives.
It's possible. Resonating glaives.
Drop his Vikings here.
Yeah, I mean, and here we have like these both players. We should probably talk a little bit about this series, but they're both maxed out.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's getting surrounded again. Yodaslim.
Oh my god, that was actually a really good surround, and he's not even dropping his Vikings. Standing in the air, doing nothing here. He does drop him now, but a lot of tanks already went down. Picks him back up. What an interesting fight. There's nothing that can shoot up, and there's nothing that can shoot down.
Yeah, so the Vikings, like, they're reigning supreme right now, but like there are no Marines even. It's just pure Marauder tank.
Yeah. I can't believe we're like 15 minutes into this game, honestly. I have not been super into it, but this has actually been a really good game.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth. And Vindicta, he keeps trying to push into pure, I almost said pure legacy. I'm Eurotrash, but Eurotrash, he like keeps holding every time. But this time there are just so many tanks here. In saying that though, there's no anti-air, so the Vikings could land on top of this army. Oh, there's nothing for the Liberators.
Yeah, the only thing that shoots down.
Two Liberators pushed away like 10 tanks.
Yeah. I don't think he has any barracks because he's only pushing out like 2 Marines at a time.
He does have racks.
Oh, he has a bunch of barracks. Oh, racks. Okay, so I've been seeing this and I was wondering what is going on with all these tech labs and Mass Marauder, I guess, is the play here.
I mean, we saw it work for Yan, right? Against Search, so it does work, but with 0 anti-air, like, it's so difficult to compete with all the Vikings and the Liberators, but finally, we do see Viking production come out from Vindicta.
I wonder why we don't see more, like, Dorito cannons or anything. I like there's, like, 4 or 5 Ravens here for I'm Eurotrash. I think that's going to come in to win him the game later on.
Yeah, so far, Eurotrash's army, like, it looks technically better, but, like, he keeps getting caught in really bad positions. Like, he keeps getting surrounded completely by Vindicta, and Vindicta just keeps trading so well with his Marauder tank army. So we'll see, like, right now they're both kind of scanning each other. Vindicta, he's sneaking out this base in the lower left-hand corner. They're both trying to rotate, trying to find, like, a way in. There are sensor towers all over the place. Oh, my God. And now he's sacrificing SCVs. He's clearing up supply. I know, you're still high. I know, I understand.
I feel like it's like when you get some bad news at work and you gotta wait till your lunch break to like call your friends and find details.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this game is intense, but as soon as it's over, I'm gonna try and get some more information on this Cham situation.
Yes.
Like, this is kind of groundbreaking. Does that mean Cham's reign is over? Did he just have a bad day? Who's gonna make it to the finals now? Who's gonna be first to win besides Cham?
Exactly.
Is it a fluke?
Like,
Does it become a regular thing? Is this every week a new winner? Is there gonna be a new champion?
Is Paco Mike gonna take it all? You know, like, it's gonna be a shame if he takes out Cham, but he doesn't even make it to the finals. You know, like.
And I'm pretty sure that's what will happen, because if he might be super strong against Zerg and Cham's weak against Protoss, and then he gets in like a TvT versus or TvP versus Vindicta in the finals, and I think Vindicta can hold his own.
It's definitely possible that will happen. Meanwhile, though, Eurotrash, he's finally pushing out across the map into Vindicta's third base. Like, so far, Eurotrash has been on the defensive this entire time, but finally he's starting to push out.
Here we go. How's he gonna use the Ravens? That's all it comes down. Dorito cannon! I knew it! I mean, that's the obvious move, but I've been wanting a Dorito cannon. Normally, there's just a couple Ravens. This counterattack, though, is gonna do some huge damage. But if I'm Eurotrash, can take out this mining base. He might even be able to push up to cause some game-ending damage.
Yeah,
It's been a pretty good match. Vindicta has crazy upgrades on imeurotrash though.
that he does, and it looks like Vindicta, he's taking up to BCs. We have Yamato Cannon on the way, so we will be seeing some.
I don't think we've ever gotten to this late. Maybe we have, but in Battle of America's late stage TvT where they're making battle cruisers. I don't think we made it here yet.
TvTs have been so rare, and like something like this we have not seen in this.
I almost want
tournament.
to like tap out and get like an expert in here. I don't know if you guys ever seen like Pawn Stars when he's like, let me call in my buddy who's an expert on this to appraise it. They call him some like expert on Civil War swords to tell you if it's real or not.
Oh.
We need a Terran expert in here to let us know what's going on.
Yeah, and it looks like Vindicta is trying to find a position. He does have units behind the main army as well as in front of. He has so many Vikings, but no Ravens, so one anti-armor missile could completely nullify Vindicta's army.
One cheddar cannon.
Yeah.
So and honestly, I think also just like the 2 or 3 liberators here completely changed his game. Because when he moves into an army with his Vikings, he's gonna attack the liberators, which every shot that goes from his Vikings to the liberators is a shot that his Vikings get on his opponent.
Yeah, and
so it's a very interesting match. That's a lot of Vikings.
That's an insane amount of Vikings. Jesus Christ.
But Dorito Cannon, Thor, and Viking. He lands. Oh, that's next level. He's got a counter land and Dorito Cannon. Whoa! What is going on here? Where did that Raven come from?
Oh, the Raven came from the south from Vindicta. It completely covers the entire army, and all these Vikings are doing nothing right now for Yodaslim.
Huh. But I didn't see that. He dropped the turrets, the auto turrets down with all of his energy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, they were I didn't see that at all. He dropped all of his turrets, which was a crazy call. I would have never thought would work, but it worked. Dropped all the turrets, destroyed the army. The Raven's so versatile. The Raven's so versatile.
Yeah, and oh my god, like I didn't manage to get it out, but Eurotrash, like once he finally pushed out across the map, he killed the 3rd base of Vindicta, he killed the 4th base, he rotated down, he killed the 5th, he was rotating even further down to kill the 6th, like Vindicta just couldn't stop him at all, and finally he decided to go for...
Vindicta was even counterattacking too.
Yeah.
And yeah, crazy. Eurotrash is that's what I remember from Eurotrash. I think a lot of 1-2 punches, like never just in one spot attacking, microing one battle. He'd rather have four attacking points with minimal micro. But man, I don't know what happened here. I want to message Cham and ask him, but I feel bad like after he lost. Hey bro, why'd you lose?
Probably wouldn't be the best idea to message him. Darky, he's on top of it. He knows. Wow.
Okay, for the sake of you guys at home, I'm gonna try and move past this.
We gotta press on, man. There's a cast to be done, and like I know it's hard.
Like your girlfriend breaks up with you right before you go into your shift to work at the I don't know. I can't think of a funny place to work at, but I used to work at Fry's Electronics, if anyone knows what that is. And that is a terrible place to work. It's like I'm going into a day at Fry's Electronics and my girlfriend just broke up with me. And now I'm just at work sad, but trying to remember. Oh, what is this? Instantly, 2 SCVs coming from the player, spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we are completely immersed in the NA vibes today. Give it up for, if you're at home, give a round of applause for the Alpha X player in the bottom left-hand corner. It is Vindicta. I hope everyone at home is clapping in their seats.
And in the top right-hand corner, getting proxied, we have the other NA Hope Terran player as well. He's currently teamless, of all things. Exxon, come on, what are you doing? Maybe pick him up. We have... I'm Eurotrash.
You know what? If I'm, I don't know if it's Sushi or who's in charge of the actual recruiting, but if I'm watching I'm Eurotrash, another NA Terran, beat Vindicta, I would just put him on the team.
Yeah.
I would make them teammates.
I mean, when you're a bigger team, like whether you're Alpha X or Exxon or some of these other like teams with big rosters, then like why not, right? Like there's no reason not to like approach these players.
I don't know how budgeting works. I really want to understand how like the details work, because I'm sure they get paid maybe, but I'm sure they're not getting like 100,000 salary or something.
I think he turned around the last minute. He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
He
Even though
did
he
not
went for an
see
SCV
it.
scout. No.
No, he just didn't go far enough.
Oh
no. Uh-oh.
It could that could be game. That right there could have just lost him the game.
imeurotrash is usually so good at this too.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a CC as well, and as you said, like he went for the scout, he just didn't go far enough.
That is rough.
All right, so what do you think map 3 is gonna be?
That's where we're at now. So who do you think is gonna win this match, and why do you think it's Vindicta?
Oh my god, he's backing up. He's gonna have 3 Reapers already, and Eurotrash, he's looking around for proxies. Like he's even checking all around his natural as well with his first Reaper. He's trying to see what there is to see. So far there is 1 Marine, but 1 Marine isn't gonna do much at all. The bunker isn't out. The Reapers are in, and now he knows.
What's this SCV gonna do? I think it's gonna die before. It is distracting. Yeah, SCV died. That's game. I don't see this not being game here.
We'll see. He pulls a couple of Reapers. He doesn't have high ground vision, but he gets the Reaper in the end. The factory hasn't even finished making, so he can't make anything.
You can stop this for days. Grenades? Any grenades? There you go. I like grenades.
He still denies the factory. As long as he stops the factory from being finished. It does finish, but oh my god. This is...
There's so much room for him to do activities here.
Yeah.
Nothing stopping him. I am Eurotrash. Back to which dumpster he came from.
GG. Vindicta ties it up. We're 1-1.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Vindicta can win this tournament. I feel like he should be able to beat imeurotrash, but I mean, imeurotrash is playing super solid. I believe this is the first time we ever casted him. I don't think we casted him last week when he played, but Eurotrash super solid.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, a couple of updates here on the bracket, as you know, this is the lower semis. Yangji 2-0'd Shelby, went up against Eggs, and Eggs took out Yangji 2-0, and Eggs is in the semis, waiting for the winner of Paco Mike versus Destroyer.
I knew this day would come, but I was hoping it wouldn't be so soon.
Yo, this could be Eggs' tournament. Like, this could go so many different ways. Like, now that
exactly,
out,
like, I don't know which way this will go. If I had to predict, looking at the bracket right now, we have imeurotrash versus Vindicta, and then it's going to be Egg versus Paco Mike and Destroyer still going on. Actually, that's a big decider.
Yeah, especially,
I have no idea.
Especially because, like, I'm not too familiar with Destroyer, but...
Yeah. Like, for all intents and purposes, we don't know how Destroyer plays. I think I'm familiar with him, but I can't say for sure. So, as of right now, to this stream, we are unfamiliar with Destroyer. And he's in the semifinals against Paco Mike, who just beat the reigning champion. Anybody's game here. As we get into game number 3, the tiebreaker, ace match, the game to end all games for a Terran here tonight. Today, this morning, afternoon, in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning on Simulacrum LE, playing for Alpha X. He's up 1 game now. Well, he tied it up. He got a game up on the board. His life is here. It is none other than Player Vindicta. I was trying to go for the longest intro. I need to make it longer.
If you haven't heard of Yaku's intros, I believe his record,
I've heard a couple of them.
His record has been like 5 minutes. It's like, in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner. Simulacrum LE. LE, of course, stands for Latin
aeronautic.
Aeronautic. That is, of course, when you know you've got that Latin perfume going. Question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Turn
Latin perfume.
Latin aroma. We have spawning in the top left-hand corner of Simulacrum LE. It is the NA-LatAm representing Teamless. It is. He's not from Europe. He is. Eurotrash.
I didn't even notice there's a proxy going on again.
Wait, that's not even. That's like half a Yaku intro right there.
That's the tip of a Yaku intro iceberg.
Oh my god. So
not from Europe. Also not from Egypt. Also not from Texas. Just name every place he's not from.
Exactly.
He's never been in space. He's never cured a disease.
You know, he just wants to make sure everyone knows what exactly is happening and who this player is and who he isn't. Oh my god, but once again, we do have a proxy out here on the map. We do have, this time the factory has finished a lot faster. There is one Reaper out and still alive for Eurotrash, so this is a better defense from the previous game. Oh, but he has to be so careful.
No, not down yet. Repair the Reaper.
That's right. Oh god!
Oh, he got it. He should have brought more to the front. Like 3 SCPs in the front.
Yeah, he did get taken out.
I believe a Hellbat's the only thing you can heal and repair, right?
It is.
Well, I don't know if you know.
We do have a Hellion now. We do have a Marauder as well. He's going to be able to deny the bunker from being built.
Oh my god. He's got to stop that bunker.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to stop the bunker.
There's a second SCV.
No, he needs to one-shot it. He can one-shot it.
Oh, no.
He didn't even go for it. No way. And he can't even lift his barracks.
He can't
I
even
think
lift
he
his
should bring an
barracks.
SCV to finish it. Oh my god. I don't know how this plays out. I think he doesn't even need to attack it.
I think he's okay. I think the Marauder it outranges the bunker. Maybe? No.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it doesn't.
Oh, so he was just using the Hellion to tank some of the damage. Oh god, that's a lot of reinforcements there.
That is a lot of reinforcements, and that's a lot of damage now coming out from that bunker. Oh, but there's a lot of Marauders here and Hellions.
Overextension from Vindicta, I feel. Oh, he didn't even get to cancel. Got destroyed before he can salvage it. Very NA, salvage it, take it to the junkyard, sell it for scrap metals.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. And
make it a world go round. Keep the economy going. Recycle. Yeah. You could say Terrans recycle.
I mean, that was a pretty solid hold. Like, even though the proxy didn't get scouted, and even though like
the bunker went up, I thought that was bad, and he still held very well.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's this going?
I think a lot of it kind of came down to the fact that Eurotrash, like he kept that Reaper alive for so long, and it was just buying so much time. Like Vindicta was chasing it all around the main base, so that helped so much. And now we finally have Eurotrash getting into more of like what he's best at, like this more mid, even hopefully late game, where he can definitely take it to Vindicta. Yo, mate, we got a series. We got a game 3.
Yeah, we got a game 3 now. I thought it was gonna be over right there. Someone in the chat asked, "Who is Vindicta?" I don't know if you're joking, because everyone should know Vindicta, but he's one of the better NA players playing for Alpha X.
Yeah,
he's like the most reputable NA Latin America trifecta team.
Vindicta's probably
trifecta name 2 places.
Yeah. Oh my god, and Vindicta's going for it. He did this in the previous matchup, not against Eurotrash, but against his previous opponent, where he's going for this push with tanks, and oh my god.
He thinks he has a warp prison there. I don't think he knows that's a medevac.
Yeah. Oh, but there are a lot of cyclones
there's a good hold here from Eurotrash, yeah. Cyclones and a Raven. Ooh, I was gonna say if he could interference matrix that whole little medevac.
That would have been insane if he interference matrix the medevac before it picked up the tank.
And then he can't pick anything up.
Yeah, that would have been.
I don't know if he had energy for that. I don't know the Raven energy cost between a turret and the thing I just said that I forgot instantly.
Yeah, the
interference matrix.
Exactly. But in the end, like with his cyclones, like he was able to push back Vindicta, and now he's forced to kind of transition, working on like still droning up. He doesn't have a third base on the way quite yet. Meanwhile, Eurotrash does have his CC underway.
Yeah. Man, I just this is kind of completely irrelevant, but it makes it even more disheartening. I think I'm bad luck because last week Sham followed me on Twitter, and the following week he loses. I hope he's not listening because it's not my fault, Sham. But I think I'm bad luck.
It's not.
This is
it's
why
not
you
my
should
fault.
never get attached to a player in a game that you're casting.
You just ruined it for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Now Cham's gonna unfollow me and block me. Oh, he's gonna catch him.
Oh
He
my
has to
God.
scan. I was gonna say this is so worth the scan.
Oh, he got a
Oh,
full
he dropped the
medevac.
tanks in the wrong one. He tried to drop the tanks last second, and he dropped it in his other medevac. And now he might be able to take out another one if he, like, this is like, so from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Cyclones lock on. We have the ability, and they can attack until you're out of vision range.
Yeah.
So if scan, once you're locked on, you can attack for, well, you see how big a scan is there.
Exactly. Yes. So it isn't infinite, but their lock-on range is higher than their own vision. Oh my God, he has to be so careful with that medevac as well.
He's got, the Raven turrets are down, tanking some of the shots from the tanks. So you have to target fire. His tanks are siege up for imeurotrash, and he's gonna take everything out. imeurotrash played that beautifully right there.
Wow.
In a scrappy engagement. He's not even gonna continue the fight. He said, I did damage. I took out. He could probably end the game right here, I believe, if he kept pushing.
I think
there's literally nothing.
I think he could have. I think maybe he was a little bit worried just because of how low health his units are, which is understandable.
But it's a good call. Yeah. I mean, better safe than sorry. Even if you could have ended the game here, not ending it, you're still ahead. He has more workers. He did secure his third base already. As for Vindicta, like you just showed us, he's barely now getting to CC.
Yeah. It's his Vindicta CC is kind of an afterthought. Like, he was banking on this 2-base pressure, this 2-base push to deal damage, but he hasn't done any. And oh my God, the drop gets scouted as well. So Eurotrash, he should be able to get in position and make sure this doesn't do much at all.
I think that's Eurotrash's strongest point here is that he always catches the drops. He had a heli in there at the perfect time. He has like a little bunker there that Marines sleep in somehow.
Yeah.
Are those bunkers? What are supply depots?
Hey, I have
It
no
looks
idea.
like a mini bunker.
It could be a house, maybe. I don't know. But there are Vikings
Like a
here.
collapsible house.
Yeah, and the missile turret as well. He's so ready for drops coming into his main.
Well, to be fair, he denied that drop and then put the missile turret down. So if he hadn't scouted with that Hellion, he would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
But he scouted it. He tightened up. He adapted. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but Bruce Lee says, be like water, because water takes the shape of whatever it's. Oof.
So close there.
And then scans it.
Yeah.
That's like so on point. imeurotrash is like crossing his T's and dotting the I's. Before, like normally you see those and you like chase after him and try and take one. But he's like, I'm going to scan. There might be units on the ground already, and I don't want to lose a single Viking. And he scanned. He was right. Ooh, interference matrix.
His army is in position for all
turrets.
the auto
He loves
turrets.
these turrets.
Yeah.
He's using them like swarm host.
Basically
Like
swarm
flying
hosts.
Swarm host.
It looks like Vindicta
Is he gonna
has
stand for the range?
enough.
Okay, he's out of range with his tanks. imeurotrash, that is. But he's literally just sacrificing these Hellions. I kind of like that. Hellions at this point, now Hellbats, are honestly just like cannon fodder. Like, they're just here to soak up the hits of a tank. And I didn't know they could take that many.
Yeah,
I think they can take like 3 tank shots before dying.
They are pretty thick boys right there, and
Thick and beefy. There's some beefcakes.
yeah, and he pushes Vindicta back, and Vindicta, he's trying to look for some damage. He's getting a 4th, which I do like, but again, he's just behind in economy. Oh, is he gonna catch some tanks? Oh, gets one.
Hellbat Hellion turret. That old build. That old Hellbat Hellion turret.
Yeah.
What is he at? They're pretty even in army supplies. But imeurotrash has a huge gas bank.
Yeah, I mean, again, they are kind of even in supplies, but so far, Eurotrash, he's been trading so well. But despite that, Vindicta, he is looking to try and find a way in. Like, he's got a drop here to the south, but there's already a sensor tower here ready to protect his base.
So, like, vision is half the battle, right? Like, Eurotrash has the great vision, but it is The thing that separates good players from great players is knowing how to respond. Like from him, he sees a little blimp on his map, and he knows, okay, I gotta send 2 Vikings, 3 tanks, have them sieged here, have a Marine here, and have Hellions at the 3rd base or the 4th base because you know they're gonna go for another attack, and he just knows exactly how to respond.
Yeah.
Like me, I could see all this and see it coming, and I still wouldn't react right. I'd put like 1 auto turret, walk all my tanks into a tank siege, and just die right there. So like I don't know. I want to know who this Eurotrash guy is.
Yeah, he's just been playing this out so well, and his army composition has been a little bit like out of the norm, but it's working. You know, he's got Thors, he's got a bunch of Ravens, Vikings, tanks as well. Does have to be careful though, because Vindicta, he's looking to attack at the north and the south at the same time.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think it was in a Proxy Tempest game that I was casting. I am Eurotrash signed up one time, and he just completely destroyed everyone, and everyone was like, "Who are you?" And he wouldn't tell us who he was. I think he said like, "We're like, who are you?" And he said like Gumiho, or he said something crazy. I don't know who he said.
It's a god, just, just a literal god.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this army gets
like
caught
somebody.
out.
Oh, yeah. I'm like having I'm Eurotrash flashbacks from back in the day. I remember he like joined a tournament, and then everyone was like, who's this guy? He's pretty good, and he wrecked everyone. I don't think he won the whole tournament, but he like destroyed some prominent players that had been there for months.
Yeah, I mean,
which is what he's doing here. We haven't seen much of Eurotrash. I think you said this is his 3rd time playing. 2nd time, I believe we really noticed him and he is completely destroying. And to his luck, the 3rd or 2nd time he plays, the reigning champion gets eliminated before ever meeting him in the tournament.
Yeah, like we don't get to see Cham play against either of these players really, and it is a missed opportunity there. But it is also an opportunity where we're gonna have a new champion straight up. Like we will have a brand new.
I want to say it's gonna be Eurotrash. Whoever wins this game is a champion.
I mean,
unless. Yeah, go for it. Whoever you're about to say, that's what I'm gonna say.
I mean, it could. It kind of depends on how Eggs feels in this matchup. But here we have finally Vindicta with his bio army pushing into the north and the south.
This is bad.
Oh my god!
Such a good army, and he just got completely caught off guard. He didn't land his Vikings at all here.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't do that. He literally just had his Vikings flying around and his army destroyed. But he has tanks at home for defense. Honestly, I think that wasn't too bad for I'm Eurotrash.
It's hard to say because the same thing happened in game number 1, and Eurotrash won that anyway. Like,
Eurotrash has more workers. He did a lot of damage to this army. The bio has no medevacs to heal.
Who's gonna get there first?
He does have the higher tank. Oh my god, what is going on here? Why is Vindicta taking that base?
There's a race.
Red versus blue, StarCraft edition.
Oh my god.
And coming in, it is I am Eurotrash. Just coming around the corner and securing that 5th base right before his opponent Vindicta can make it in. And Vindicta is going to have to go home with the loss on the 30-yard dash.
Oh my god, what is even happening? You're right, yeah, why was Vindicta trying to go for that base? It's so odd, especially because the top right is completely empty.
Yeah. And now I want to see that north base. He's going to lift up. Oh, I've never seen 2. He's CC stacked. I've never seen. That would be a new game plan. Like, pull a CC over it. You pull your own CC over another CC, stack them, and then march 3 of them into your opponent's main and make planetary fortresses.
That's next level play, and as you say,
I'm gonna try that. He's making a planetary.
Oh,
I'm gonna try that. That gave me an idea. I didn't know you could stack CCs like that. I don't know if you can do that with your own, but I've never seen those like 2 CCs stack into each other.
We do have Eurotrash trying to expand here to the north, but the army is here to stop him, and Eurotrash a little bit out of position. He's all the way down here to the south.
I think he just scraps that base, but given that Vindicta, I think Vindicta more so went for a block, like a hatch block.
Yeah.
More so than really trying to secure that for economic reasons.
And right now, Eurotrash,
because he can easily secure any of the bases to his north.
He's being pulled apart.
Eurotrash can go and unsiege, drop the Vikings, and he finally used the interference matrix. We know how much he hates to use those. He took out a lot of tanks. Now he can defend this side over here. I think he's actually in a good position. Oh no, that base is gonna go down. No repair, no repair. No! Late repair, but he has another CC ready, so that's not too bad. Oh my god, look at the amount of liberators. I think these liberators can, oh, it's only a couple. Oh my god, Vindicta going back and forth. I think he's, Vindicta's like water right now. He's just taking the shape of whatever glass imeurotrash is bringing to the water cooler, so to speak.
You say that, I'm honestly kind of worried for Vindicta because he's been keeping Eurotrash busy, but he cleaned up everything to the south. He's about to clean up the north, and Eurotrash, he's going to get ready to push out across the map. And look at the supplies.
Oh my god, you're right. Look at the supply. You're right. That supply army count. But Vindicta did take Eurotrash's southern base and made a planetary. And at the same time, he took his, what should have been his 4th base or 5th base up there. Yeah, that one. And it's not even a planetary. So he did double expand behind this.
He did.
And he's forcing imeurotrash to barely, he's not even saturated his 5th base here. He's still fighting to gain control there.
Yeah, and
so Vindicta's kind of like base ahead, but he doesn't have the production. Look at the army tab.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess not army tab, army supply count in the bottom corner. And but he has a decent, army here defending that planetary fortress. I mean, it's all on Eurotrash. He needs to go to the north to that base while defending these little pushes. Vindicta's just countering because he has nothing to defend at home.
Exactly, and he needs to continue to counter. He needs to keep Eurotrash busy and stop him from pushing out across the map. And so far, he's been doing a pretty good job at it. Once again, he's pushing you to the south at the same time. We've got to push here to the north, but a planetary is already ready here.
And I'm kind of like the caster's curse. I was just saying how good imeurotrash is at splitting his army and knowing just what to have to hold in what position, but he's kind of losing it here, falling apart. Another base goes down. He's
had enough.
Not been able to mine. This is all in. He's in here. He's a good call. He does have the higher army count. He needs to just play it right, and I think maybe even do it his opponent has been doing to him. Hit where your opponent isn't. Vindicta's been hitting the left base. He moves. He hits the right base. Interference matrix on majority of the tanks. Drops the Vikings. There's so many Vikings. There's one tank here. Nothing can stop this. I don't think there's enough army to hold. It's a tight choke point, and I don't think Vindicta can hold this. He does have defender's advantage.
Yeah, he lost like 10 tanks in that fight. Like, he has almost no tanks left in comparison. It looks like, mate, we're going to see base trade.
He's going, doom drop. Oh, no, Vikings caught wind of it. Are they really going to cut? Oh, he scanned, and he saw them going off, and he caught wind of it. That is so good. Yeah, Liberators. I was going to say, is he going to put those Liberators down? He should still go in for the Vikings. There's not much bio that can shoot up. I think he should go for those medevacs before they push out. But yeah, it's looking like imeurotrash is going to win this here. It's unfortunate. I really don't know who I want to win here. I kind of want imeurotrash to win just because of the mystery behind his name. But Vindicta is like, he deserves it, I believe, out of the two players just for being here maybe more often. Also, he's my teammate. I am part of Alpha X.
It looks like Vindicta, he's trying to surround the army. He's pushing both ends at the same time. It looks like he may have broken through.
I think he just needs to retreat. If imeurotrash retreats out of this, he should be good. Okay, siege tanks now coming in for the reinforcements, and that should be good here.
And behind this, like, more expansions have gone down. Like, Vindicta, he's expanding all around the map. Like, his economy is looking so good right now.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be like a game-ending push out there from Eurotrash, and Vindicta just held just enough. And now he secured the base to the north, this... Oh no, he's gonna get 1 or 2 tanks, but that's not the end of the world. But actually, no Vikings, nothing that can shoot up.
Exactly.
Imeurotrash has nothing here to stop. He can just keep inching his way up.
He can just keep pushing and kill base after base, just like the previous game. Yeah.
These Liberators are really what is doing it for him here. Like, if Vindicta made 4 Vikings right now, it probably wouldn't help.
Like, what does Vindicta have if he loses this army? Like, if he loses, like, these tanks even, like, there's just nothing but bio left. And, he's going for it.
Oh, man. So, he can afford to lose a base or 2, but as this army is approaching his heart of his meaty underbelly, which is his production, GG, imeurotrash beating Vindicta. I don't know how expected that was. We don't know too much about imeurotrash, but man, Eurotrash is playing ridiculous.
Mate. GG. Oh
I
my
like,
god.
I like the person in chat. His name is Guy in chat. That's a cool name.
He's the guy that
And you are correct.
Artosis is constantly
The
talking
soup
about.
does not lie. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's the guy in the chat.
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
oh, does this guy like comment on a lot of games or something? He's the guy in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know how good this roller coaster of emotions here is for my health, but it's been an interesting day. I might have a heart attack here soon.
Yeah, and I am Eurotrash. He advances into his his first finals, I should say.
His first final might be his final.
It could be. I love the fact that, you know, we had NA v NA and LA v LA semis. Eurotrash will be, you know, defending or representing North America in the finals. Meanwhile, we have Mexico versus Colombia in the upper semis.
I mean, how does this tournament end?
It ends.
Ducklings in the games this time around. It's kind of cool.
All right. Here's how it's gonna end. All right, it's gonna be one of two. Okay, either we get everything we wanted.
I hate it already.
We get everything we wanted, right? All right, this is BlizzCon all over again. Paco Mike took down Cham. So Paco Mike, he has to win this tournament. Either he goes through and he wins his first ever Battle of the Americas, or he gets taken out by Eggs, and then Eurotrash beats Eggs and Eurotrash wins, and Eurotrash is our dark.
I mean, I can't believe we did not get a single Zerg game until now. A potential non-Zerg in the final. Well, there's definitely I'm Eurotrash is there already. Could be a non-Z. I don't even know what's going on here, man. I'm Eurotrash versus Paco Mike for the finals.
It could be.
You know, I think Paco Mike deserves it because he was able to take out Cham.
Yeah.
Eggs, you know, everyone's got a story. Eggs has been in these tournaments every single month, every week. Like every Latin American tournament that he could sign up for, he's there. And he's not, you know, not that he's a bad player, but he's not winning them in first place, you know? It's just a fact. But, so he deserves to win. Paco, I'm Eurotrash is like an older name. He's a new guy here. He's just coming in completely wrecked from what we saw. He beat Pure Legacy, who we were excited for. And then you have Vindicta, who's like the American hero. Everybody from America is probably hoping that Vindicta win, at least my America, that Vindicta is trying to win. You know, the Latin American players are probably going for Eggs. Depends. I guess it depends where you're from, but each player, I think, has a reason they deserve to win. So very exciting. A lot on the line. Mostly just bragging purposes. Not too much money on the line, but
yo, you say
still,
that, but
it's a lot.
Remember?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there was actually a boost to it. And if you guys want to make it a little bit more spicy of a tournament, a little more on the line, you guys can ! Matcherino in the chat. You're here, you're watching it, you're listening. So that means you got the chat open. Just go ahead and hit it, or just click the link because, you know, Light seems to always put it in as soon as I say it because he's on point with things like that. But you can donate $1 on your behalf for free. So the dollar comes from Matcherino, but you get to donate the dollar for him. So it's kind of like when your parents give you a quarter to go throw in the fountain to make a wish. Yeah, Matcherino's going to give you $1 to throw in to entice these players to rip each other to shreds here.
Yeah. It's always good.
It's the closest thing you can get to paying for a dogfight. You throw $1 in and you watch these two guys rip each other to shreds. Protoss versus a Zerg. Just random predictions. Paco Mike, first game is going to go for a Resonating Glaives. And Eggs is not able to hold it because he goes Banelings.
It's possible. Like, the hard thing is that we don't know what Paco Mike did against Cham. Like, because of how long their series is, it sounds like they went all the way to the late game, right? Like, it sounds...
But like, and in more than one game, because they went into their third game when we had already finished like a series, going into our second series since they had started. We got through an entire series, and then they started game 3.